guys, this is a tutorial for how to complete assignments on Canvas using a web browser rather than the app. So if you are unsure of how to get to the web browser, if you haven't started using the web browser yet, I have another video linked here that would be an awesome resource for you to learn how to use the web browser. It eliminates some of those issues, or eliminates all of the issues with the blank screen. It also eliminates issues of work getting lost or getting erased or deleted through the Canvas app, as is happening sometimes for students. So the first step, and I have a sample here opened. So I'm going to click on this assignment that has been linked, and it takes me to a page that looks like this, and it's telling me this is an assignment. This is something that the teacher has to create in Canvas in order for students to be able to complete work and submit it back, send a file back to the teacher. So here's the link to the document that the teacher wants done. And if I click on it, it opens it up for me. But you'll notice that I don't have a whole lot of choices here. I'm still in a web browser. So what I've got to do first is go up to this box with the arrow coming out of it. That's my share button. And I'll click that and it gives me a whole lot of options. And so down here in the gray, I want to scroll until I find the option that says Create PDF. So I'll click that option. And now I've been given a different set of tools to work with up at the top. So I now have this pen option, which is what I need to click on. So you do not need a stylus for this. Students can just use their finger, but it gives me a whole bunch of options down here, including colors. I can even go on to additional colors if I don't like the color choice I have. I have a pen tool here. I have a highlighter tool here, a pencil tool, an eraser tool, and then this lasso tool. So let me show you what we can do with this. On an assignment like this, for example, if you have some questions where students just need to circle a choice, you can just use that pen tool to circle the choice that you're wanting. And holding down on the pen lets me make the width of the pen. I can make it thicker or smaller depending on the space that you have to work with. Another tip that I tell students is zoom in. Make it easier to circle things by zooming in. Then sometimes you may have a question where you have to answer in text. And before I forget, when you have this pen tool selected, when you've got this blue highlighted, that means that anytime you write with one finger, you're going to get lines across your screen. So if I try to scroll, I'm going to write instead. So to fix that, what I need to do is use two fingers and I'll be able to scroll instead of write. You can see I made a straight line earlier. Now, if I do something like that and I want to get rid of it, I can definitely use my eraser tool, but I can also use this lasso tool, highlight everything that I don't want, click where that lasso is, and see how it gave me the options down here at the bottom. So I can now delete. Okay. So then if you're going to need to do a written answer where you have to type, where you have to write out a sentence or more, one thing that will help a whole lot with your frustration level, but also with the teacher being able to read the response, is to use the text tool. So if you go down here to this blue plus and click, it gives you some options, including some shapes, but the one I'm looking for here is text. So I'm going to click text, and I get a text box. And I can move this text box wherever I want, but by using these blue dots on the side, I can extend my text box length and I can write more. So then I can write my response. If you're done, you can just come up here to this share option, and then I can scroll, and this time I want the color icons, and I can scroll across these icons until I get to submit assignment. That is the Canvas logo, and when I click that, I am given some options. I can type comments. This is rare. Teachers don't usually need you to do this. I can pick the course. That's important. And then I can pick the assignment. That's important too. So right now it's not coming up with the right assignment for me. I know that this is part of my 4th grade course at Hattie B. Stokes. And then I know that my assignment is not a math assignment. So I'm going to select and I'm going to scroll until I do find the assignment that I'm wanting. and then I'm ready to submit. So once I've found all that, then I can click this submit button and my assignment's been submitted. If you're not done and you want to save this for later, come over here and press done. And it gives you a couple more options. Now we don't want to delete the PDF. We've done work on this. We want to save. So we're going to save file to. The easiest choice is iCloud Drive. You don't need to select anything else, and then you just press add. Now I've got that saved. So now here's the other key part, is to get back to it. So if you've saved something, you're in the middle of it, you were working on it, and you've saved it to your cloud, here's how you find it. At the bottom here on my dock is the Files app, but if it's not on your dock, as it may not be, another choice is you just kind of take a finger and swipe between apps. So I'm going to swipe between apps and I get this search bar that comes up. So now I can type in Files, and here it is. Now I've got my Files app, and now here's the file I was working on. I can click it, my work is still there, and I can continue working on it when I have time.